RJ and I are a minute early, so don't panic.
Don't
Hello,
panic.
RJ.
Hello,
Hello.
Stephen. How are you?
I'm good. Devices is warm, but the sun's hiding. And yourself, weather-wise?
It is stickier than a pile of molasses on an anthill out there, and I won't go. I won't go. I refuse. I like it in here. I've got nice lighting.
Yeah,
The cat and the dog are hanging out. Yeah, I'm not going out there. It's gross.
right. Yeah, that's a good description. You painted the picture there. It's sort of similar here. We've got a word which sort of brings all that together in one. And say hello to Corinda and hello to Barb from RJ and I. That's muggy.
Muggy.
Muggy. That explains British weather in a word. Today is definitely muggy. It's sort of it's heavy. You can feel it in the air. It's not pleasant, is it?
No,
But we are lucky because bots don't care about the weather, do they?
they don't. They run whatever the weather, and that's one of the things that I like about them so much.
Well, they do need looking after, but they don't need feeding or watering, and they're impervious to whatever the weather is. All of which brings us nicely onto the Live Video Hub. And if you've not met the Live Video Hub before, it is a one page on Facebook where 150 shows are broadcast, and no longer do you have to go to 150 different pages to actually watch them. You can just go to one page, find the shows that you're interested in. I'll come back to that in a minute. And you can sit and watch. You can watch, but it's not like TV. This is not watching television. This is seeing shows live on the Live Video Hub and being able to interact. You can ask questions, you can make comments, you can be a guest on the show. And most of the shows that broadcast on the Hub do ask for guests, as we do today. And if you type guest in the comments, then you can join us live on air. So Live Video Hub is open to everybody on BLIFbot.tv, and all you need to do is to broadcast on your business page and tell me what the page is, which leads us neatly on to, because the Live Video Hub 150 shows, how do you find them?
Right. Right. How do you find it all? For us, we've decided to do, Stephen and I am a bot builder. My name is RJ Redden, and I run a business called BLIFbot, where I build messenger bots morning to evening, all of the mornings and evenings. Anyway, we decided to build a bot so that we could create a function in there called the discoverability engine, which is how you find a show of interest to you by topic. We looked at all of our broadcasters. We looked at what they were broadcasting about. And then we kind of sorted into different categories. Right now, you can find your shows by topic and category, and you can connect. We've also built a function in there where once you find a show, you can go directly to that Facebook page and start seeing what that person is all about. And you can connect to their messenger bot if they have one, or you can set a reminder to get a reminder about 15 minutes before the show goes live. So that is, in a nutshell, what the discoverability engine is. There's a couple of other purposes to it too, but that's really the main stuff that we have going on, and what our intentions are going forward with this project.
And a comment from Erin, which is very apt, and say thank you to Erin. It's brilliant, discoverability engine. Well, that says it all, and I totally agree, Erin. I'm sitting and watching in awe as the discoverability engine takes shape and helps everybody to actually find live shows. Now, we'll come back to that in a moment because it's an important part of the Live Video Hub. And Barb is saying she loves how it works. So thank you, Barb. Yeah. And we have a question. And Cliff is saying, does it have to be on my business page?
So the place that you're broadcasting from has to be your business page. Broadcasting from your personal profile. Facebook, especially if it's a business thing, Facebook frowns on that. And they, you don't want to get put in Facebook jail. No one wants to get that done to them. So we really recommend that people broadcast from their business pages. And sometimes people don't necessarily have a business, but they want to broadcast. What you can do is you can create a page that is a personality page or a brand page, or something like that. It doesn't have to be a business. It can just be your name, Cliff Townsend, the personality. It can be. So yeah, but personal profiles, Facebook tends to frown on that.
Well, there's a benefit to going on your page, and that is Facebook is happy for you to sell. You can sell your books, you can sell your courses, you can sell anything you like on a business page. And according to the rules and a strict interpretation of them, you're not supposed to sell on your personal page. Mm-hmm. Now, we don't know of anybody who's had their knuckles wrapped because of that, but the situation is that it could happen. And if you were to get on the wrong side of Facebook, then we all know about Facebook jail for 7, 14 or 28 days. We also know people who, not for this reason, but have actually lost their Facebook pages, their Facebook profiles. So you need to keep on the right side of Facebook. That's the one thing. And the other thing is that going from your business page, which, as RJ said, you can create quite easily in minutes, literally. The other thing about going from your business page is that you get information about your shows. Now, to give an example, after this show, we will know who has commented on the show. We'll be able to message anybody who's commented on the show. We will be able to know how many people watched and for how long, how many minutes were watched, mm-hmm. and what's the word I'm looking for? Erin used it earlier this afternoon. About your audience, the makeup, the composition of your audience, the demographics was the word that Erin used. Thank you, Erin. You find out what the demographics are for your page. So there's no cost to having a business page, but there are benefits, and you can keep yourself on the right side of Facebook, as RJ said. If you want to join us on camera, Cliff, to ask a few more questions, then all you need to do is type guest. Because unsurprisingly, we have a bot running today, and it's called BLIFbot. Right, let's try. I'll catch up with the comments. Well, Bob's saying she loves how the discoverability engine works. Erin is saying it sorts them all out super easy. I agree with that totally. Right, and Erin's agreeing with RJ and I. No Facebook jail. Broadcast from your business page. Okay, and you know whereof we speak, Clifford, if you've already been there. But page is the safest way to do that. And Erin's been there too. Mm. Who are our viewers today? I'm going to say this. If you're ultra busy on Facebook, then it is quite easy. Just in your normal run of the day operations on Facebook to go on the wrong side of them, just because some program somewhere decides that you are not a person, and anyway, you're not a bot either. But say hello to Jason, and Erin is giving me the word demographics, and Cliff has actually typed guest.
Oh, awesome.
Barb's not been there in jail either, and she's keeping her fingers crossed. I've not been in Facebook jail either.
I never have. I once, and it happened to me a year ago, I got my Facebook ads account yanked.
Oh.
Yeah, a little over a year ago, I wrote an ad, and they don't have people reading those. They have a computer reading those.
Yeah.
And the person or the algorithm decided that I was running a get rich quick scheme, and boop, yanked everything. Had no idea why. Had no recourse. It was Kim Bolsma who helped me get it back. So yeah, that was quite the time. But it's Facebook. You want to keep on the right side of Facebook. I've got a boot camp about bots, and it has a whole chapter about keeping on Zucky's good side. For a reason, because Facebook provides us a great big playground to play in, and it's awesome, but they make the rules, and it's best not to forget that.
Right. Okay. And now we have a guest, and I'm going to bring Cliff on the screen. And cheers. Yeah, I've got a cup of tea here. I've not touched it yet. Hello, Cliff.
Hey, how you doing?
Cliff's here.
Brilliant. Nice to meet you.
Here. Hey, pleasure meeting you too. So I have another question, if I may. Sure. And we can talk about Facebook another time, because Facebook. But anyway, let's forget about Facebook for a second. As far as I just started the show last week, Monday, going by 2 days ago, and I wanted to know, how do I maximize, become most efficient, and get a little bit more momentum going as far as letting people know about it, even in the community itself. I understand probably that's what this bot is about, as far as letting people, so I can get, in other words, so the people in the community can at least support me and support new shows coming in, and instead of just depending on people on Facebook and stuff like that.
Yes. So Cliff, do you know what a bot is?
Well, it's a little thing that creeps around in the internet. And
well, okay. So and actually it's a little, there so many people use the word, Cliff, and it just muddies the water so much sometimes. What a Facebook Messenger bot is a business page talking to a person in Facebook Messenger, and some of the messages are automated. So if you are thinking about using a bot to promote a show, which I highly, highly recommend, then you can, people opt into the bot. They have to opt in. It's not just they like your page and they're opted into your bot at the same time. No, they have to physically opt in. But what you can do is create a little sequence of welcome messages, attach that to a link, and then start putting that link absolutely everywhere. When I broadcast on BLive, I have one of the paid accounts. I think just the first tier paid account. Yep. And it allows you to create a little bit of a frame around your show. Like Steven has said, if you type the word guest in the comments on this show, the bot starts talking to you and invites you on and gives you the link, which is really great. For mine, if you type live in the comments, you will then get reminders every time I go live. So it's working for you in that it will get more people to know about your show in the first place, because you can, once people opt into your bot, then you can tell them all about the show. And then it really does get people in the seats for the comments, for the discussion of the show, and having a good comment thread and having a good discussion on a show is so important these days, Cliff. Did I give you too much information there, sir?
No. How do I install the bot? I mean, it's great. I love the idea of it, because exactly that's what I just did. I typed in guess, and then it asked me to type in the word yay, and then I was there. So yes, I understand. So I can put that around everywhere, and I can put a word. My show is about speaking and becoming a better, public speaker. So perfect. I could probably put the word speak, and in there type in the word speak or something like that. How do I install the bot, and where do I get it?
Minichat.com. Go there.
You said mini?
Many like in lots. Yeah, Steven's going to type it in for us, but it's many like in lots, and then chat, all one word.com.
Okay.
You can go there and sign up for a free account. I always suggest that people get the pro account because, geez, it's $10 a month, and for what it does for you, that's an incredible return on investment. And then the ManyChat has a lot of, I mean, if you're a person who's kind of technically minded, then you can get through all of that. You can start building and start building your stuff right away. You don't necessarily need anyone to help you along. So you can get started right away. If you're not a technically minded person, you might need a little bit more help. It's the most user-friendly interface that I've found, but it's not exactly intuitive to a regular person who doesn't have a tech degree. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it is like learning a language. It's like learning French or German. Then you just take it step by step, and it's relatively painless. And the thing that you can do is you can get people to help. You can take a mini course, and there's a lady next to me has written a beautiful course that you could take and then get you up to speed very quickly. The other thing that you can do is you can create a landing page. So you can have one page that you send everybody to, and that page then takes them into your bot, and they sign up, and you can then send out broadcasts. Now, before this show, I sent out a message to 97 people. Now, that is called a broadcast because it's not individual. Well, it is individual messages. It is the ability to broadcast to a number of people at the same time. So 10 minutes before this show started, I sent out a broadcast, and the broadcast said, join us on camera, which is the same link that you used. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Second one was watch the show live or watch the replay. Yeah. Which brought people straight to the Facebook page. And the third one, because we've got 5 shows a week, was watch yesterday's show. Yeah. So all of that is available to you. Once you've invested that $10, you can get people into the bot through a landing page, and then you can broadcast. But as RJ would say, don't overdo it. Don't respect people. Yeah, RJ.
Well, I think that's the major thing. So Cliff, these messages are so effective because people, when they see that little messenger icon, they associate that with talking to their friends and their family and people they care about. And so when you are writing these messages, you want to fit the platform that you're on. You don't want to talk at people. You want to have conversations with people, and honestly, if you want, get onto my bot, because I'll teach you everything you need to know to start. It's a short mini course. It's like a 7-day mini course, and it'll kind of emulate what a good chatbot is. So check out mybot.com is how you get there.
That's mybot.com, mybot.com.
Check out mybot.com.
Oh, check out. Okay. Check out.
You just got it, didn't you?
I'll check out my bot.
Yes. Do that because there's a little bit to know about writing a good one. And I've got tons of live streams of material and all these things you can watch totally for free, and love to have you in the community. So very good. Cliff, you're on the right track, man. This message, I wrote to it a little over a year ago, and I changed my entire business in 2 weeks to all bots all the time. And I've never looked back, and business has never been better. So this stuff's going places.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it, and I know definitely it is thing to be right now. So I'm glad I joined this because I definitely want to learn more about it and implement it in my business.
Beautiful.
Excellent. Now, from a practical point of view as well, are you a member of the BLIFbot group, Cliff?
Yes.
Good. Right. Okay.
I saw him post this morning, actually.
All right.
Yes.
So you start from there. You post your show in the daily thread. That means that people visiting the group will see it. That's the first level of visibility. The second level is to broadcast from your business page and then cross-post to the live video hub, which gives you a new audience. Yeah. And there's no cost to it. Basically, it takes 30 seconds.
Okay, but I need to make sure I understand. Okay, broadcast from my business page. Then you said cross post to where? To my profile and other pages?
No. We have a page called the Live Video Hub, which is I manage on behalf of BLIFbot.tv, and on that page there are 150 different shows. And when you go live on your page, you go live on the Live Video Hub. So if you're going live at 1 p.m. Eastern, you say, right, I want this show on the Live Video Hub, and it takes a minute and it's on the Live Video Hub. And when you go live on your page, you go live on the hub and you find a new audience as well as your own. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I select to go live on the Video Hub? Where is that option?
Right. All you need to do is to send me your business page link via Messenger, and we'll get the ball rolling step by step. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll
so
do that.
Message me after the show. Now, as far as I'll come to your comment in a moment, Angel, because it's going to take some reading. In terms of actually getting your show going and getting an audience, there's no substitute for hard work and legwork in getting known. I mean, the thing is first of all, if you can share your expertise in the Believers group, then do. If you can share your expertise on your page, then do. If you can be a guest on people's shows like you are doing now, then do. The more people see you, the more people will want to watch your show. Yeah. So if you appear on other people's shows, when they see you in their timeline, yeah, Cliff Townsend in their timeline, they're more likely to watch the show because they've seen you on the show. Yeah. So be a guest in other people's shows, not for an hour, for 10 minutes or so. Just pop in to say hello, say a bit, no selling, say your bit, and then go. And if you do that, if you could do one show a week, then you're effectively meeting over 200 people a year. Sorry, over 50 people a year. Multiply that by once a day, then that's over 200 people, which will be your potential audience. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's a step by step. Right now, if you have more questions, if just a moment, I've got to get my best speaking voice on and read this out because Angel said this is for you, Cliff. Hi, friends. From what I understand, the bot is great, but for your question about getting your community support, maybe you can create a Facebook group chat of a handful of supporters, that's friends, that you know you can rely on. Erin's posted. I can't see it anymore. You can tell them in the group message that you are broadcasting and ask them to please stop by, comment and share. They can do that just for a few minutes, but it will help spread your show. But like I am, create the bot for the new subscribers you will get. So solid suggestion there from Angel. Creating a group, RJ.
Oh, creating a group. What a beautiful suggestion. You know, I heard on Aaron Strayer's show yesterday, there was a lady on who was talking about the lone wolf syndrome and how that just absolutely doesn't work anymore. That the lone wolf syndrome leads people to working 16 hours a day and burning out because trying to be heard above the crowd right now is so difficult. But if you are, and Cliff, you strike me as a friendly guy. If you are a person who wants to make connections with other live streamers, wants to, you know, as Steven said, pop on each other's shows, wants to create a small group, a little nucleus of people that will get on your show and be an audience member and, you know, start that crowd for you. Yeah. Joey Garrity. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron. I forgot her name. Thought she was super neat, but I have trouble with names sometimes. So getting that small nucleus of people to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll put your show up, you know, and I'll write some comments there. every Wednesday at 2 or whenever you go. That is so helpful in the beginning, because then, you can count on a few people. If you love doing something and you want to perfect something, do it every day. And I don't mean you have to go live every day. What I mean is, there are, and here's a perfect use for the live video hub. See what other people are doing. Just watch what other people are doing. Get on there, find some shows that you want to follow, and then be a part of those shows. Be in the comments. You don't have to be on screen to live stream. You can be in the comments asking your host questions, putting helpful links in there for the audience. You can be, kind of the silent producer, a really helpful and useful audience member. That host is going to remember you. You might get a chance to be on their show for 10 minutes, and then you can practice that craft further. This is a big mission, but you can start today, my friend. And that thing about getting a community around you is huge. Making friends with Steven Healey was probably one of the big turning points of my live streaming career. This guy is online every single day. This guy is constantly conceiving projects that's going to move the community forward. Develop your brand, create your own vibe by practicing as much as possible. Oh yes, Franco squared. Oh yes, and that cannot be underestimated. That element of, okay, I'm going to get on today. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to see what happens. So yeah, a lot of practice developing that community. Bots are great too. There's so many ways you can go with this. I hope we're not overwhelming you, Cliff.
No, I just want to ask a question. I just saw Franco. It looked like he was in Facebook jail. He looked like he was behind bars. Was that Facebook jail? Franco was in.
Right. Franco is also called Jason, and
okay.
yeah. I mean, the thing is that it's a step-by-step approach. I mean, nobody has been doing this for longer than 2 years, because we all started out, or RJ has.
Well, I think I started in late 2015, so it's not 3 years yet.
Okay, thank you. It's 2.5 years. Just over 2.5 years. So we all started from scratch. We all got to know each other, and you can do that at any time. You can build a network of people just by stepping out, being open and stepping out and saying hello to people. You'll find that if you say hello, people say hello back. And the live video community is renowned for that, being totally supportive. And if you ask a question in BLIFbot, you'll get an answer. And that's the way that it works. And eventually, you'll be answering the questions too, specifically if they're in your area of expertise. Angel's got another short comment. Excuse me a moment. I just go and muck it up. It works for me. That's it. Just do it. Which is for the show that is on tomorrow. Just do it. And Angel's okay. Angel is saying, Discoverability Engine Bot. Am I right in understanding that it will bring viewers to your business page, main feed? It does not land on a playlist for the show on your page. And thank you both, by the way, for all the work you've done. Well, thank you.
You are welcome. And just as soon as those playlist links are available, Angel, just as soon as they're available, I'll send them right to a link for you. I swear to you, that is the best of all possible worlds, but Facebook isn't making that possible right now. As far as I know, maybe they've come out with it.
Nope.
But yeah, no, I'd so much rather send them to a directed place where you've been able to prepare and roll the red carpet out for people and put that playlist and exactly the right videos in exactly the right order. I get you. And as soon as it's possible, it'll be done.
Actually, I have a suggestion.
Surely.
If you believe, because when I went on Monday, it gives me the option, where do I want to post? And my personal, if the best place to post and not to post, but to do your videos, your show, is on your business page, then maybe BLIFe should put a suggestion, the best place post from is your business page, because I did it from my profile page. I figured that's where I have most of my connections, my communication. So that's where I went straight to my profile page.
That's how many of us started, because you quite rightly say most of your friends are on your Facebook page and your business page needs building up. Right, the people who use BLIVe, and there are thousands upon thousands of them, are not just business people, they're people doing personal broadcasts. They don't have a business, they're not interested in business, they're using this to network with friends. And that's why the personal profile is there, because a lot of people do just stay on the personal profile. They're not in business, they don't need to go to the business profile, they will never sell anything. You've also got personal profile, business profile, into a group, and creating your own group is a brilliant idea, which was brought up earlier, because you can broadcast into a group. And you can also broadcast, no, I can't say that yet, because you can't broadcast to an event at the moment. And comment from Jason's saying, when you're ready to step up and go into advertising, you're going to need that business page. Yeah. So if you are on the business side and you want to advertise, the only place you can do that is on your business page. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. So with regards to the live video, just to recap for a moment, if you send me a link after the show, Cliff, to your business page, we can get the wheels in motion. And it takes a couple of minutes, and I'll show you step by step how to go live on live video when you go live on your page.
Okay.
Once you're on there, then I'll send you details of how to submit your show details to the discoverability engine, which will help you get found. RJ, do you want to explain what's needed?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a few things. I need the link to your page, obviously. If you have a messenger bot, I'll need a link to that. I realize you might not have it at first. You can give it to me later if you create one. I need a show card, which is it's a horizontal image with your show title, and the times that you go live, and your logo if you have one, or depends on how deep you are into imagery and graphics and stuff like that. But the real basics are, hey, show title, maybe a little picture of your face would be great, so people can know who they're talking to. Your show title and the time. Always too, we ask at the Live Video Hub that you put whatever time zone you're in. That's totally fine. You can put your time zone there, but also put it in Eastern time. Reason being is because we've got people from all over the world on the hub. And so we've just kind of mutually agreed that putting the shows in the Eastern times on the show cards is kind of the language we all speak, I guess. So there's that. But I'll tell you that stuff is all outlined. When Steven brings you into the Video Hub, he'll also give you a little sequence where I ask you those questions, and you can kind of submit those too. So don't worry about getting it all now. But I ask for 4 things. A little one-liner description, a title, a link to your page, and a link to your bot if you have one, and then show card. So I guess technically 5 if you have a bot.
But it's painless and straightforward, and you can stop and start anytime you like as you get the information available. We have to say that even though we're into bots and automation, the discoverability engine, the creation of it, the coding of it, the maintenance of it are all done by hand. It is a labor, it's just well crafted and a labor of love, really. So that's that. Now it's advertisement time. Excuse me a moment, Cliff. We'll be back with the regular show in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm going to bring this full screen so you can see. On the 6th to 10th of August, it's 5 days live, Monday through Friday, with 8 of your favorite broadcasters getting together to provide tuition, online tuition, on the topics that they live and breathe every day. And from left to right, you can see RJ, Annie Mura, Erin Strayer, Linda West, David Burrows, Cheryl, Brigetti, et moi, and me. So the 8 of us have got together. These shows will go out at 10 a.m. Eastern, August 6th to 10th. You're all welcome to join. You're all welcome to be guests on camera. You are most welcome to promote it as well. But we're looking forward to this, and we're getting a plan together, and it's going to be fun. And I'm just grateful for everybody who's involved. And I often have chats with RJ. So RJ, I acknowledge all the help, but also today I spoke to Erin as well. And this is teamwork at its best. With that advertisement done, oh, it's free, by the way. You can watch for free. You can support us for free. And that's the 6th to 10th of August from 10 a.m. Eastern. See, the world runs on Eastern time. We've got a friend called David Vaughan, and he says, no, the time matters. Now, RJ and I take exception to that because I'm actually in the UK, and RJ, you're on Central. So, but the two of us actually, on all cards, as RJ said, we always put Eastern time so that everybody knows where we are. And when I'm planning any shows, I always work off Eastern time, especially when the clocks change, which is confusing enough anyway when that happens twice a year. So I always work on Eastern time. Right. Any questions, Cliff, or any observations?
No, I'm the information you give me as far as the bot is concerned. That's great. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to sign up for checkoutmybot.com and also manychat.com and check those out. One question: Can I use these bots? Well, the way I heard about bots before is not in this platform, but however, for using it on like a website. So can these, for the same thing as far as building a database and capturing people's information and using it to say answer questions, generic questions that I'm, as if someone is. So it's, in other words, it's like having a customer service 24/7.
Absolutely. You can put a website chat button on your website in the lower right-hand corner, that when people click on that, then you have a little sequence saying, I have this on blackbeltbots.com. People get a little sequence saying, hey, so glad you visited us today. I have summoned RJ. I am RJ's chatbot. Can I shoot her a question for you? It's my 24-hour customer service. It's how a little entrepreneur like me can have 24-hour customer service on the website. So that's one of the pro tools. So you'll have to go for a paid tier, but again, $10 a month for what it does is pretty good investment. So yes, you can absolutely do that, and I totally suggest it. So
with a paid subscription, I can use that bot on different platforms, my website, and also be live on my Facebook page, different places.
You can.
Or is just a link that I can use anywhere I want to?
Yeah.
You can make a link to use anywhere you want to, with most of the what they call growth tools is what you're thinking about. The website chat is a piece of code you have to embed in your website. But yeah, you can cover the earth with the link. You can print something that's like a QR code that will scan and add people to your bot. I mean, there are so many things you can do growth wise. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Very good. Right, so we're not doing so bad. Okay, just a minute. I've got a spelling mistake. Just let me correct this spelling mistake because it could have been embarrassing if I had put it up on the. Well, it would have been embarrassing because I had a moment where instead of typing, you'll see in a minute, instead of typing board, I sort of rearranged the letters a bit. Use your own imagination.
Perfect.
Okay. So we have a Trello board, RJ.
Yes. Well, and this is for Stephen and I organizing this project. We started this project maybe 8 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've done a whole lot since then, but building the Find a Show feature is really just the beginning. because inside the bot, we're asking broadcasters, hey, what topics do you want to learn more about? And we'll be able to create sequences for them, teaching them more about the subject. So, for instance, discoverability. A lot of broadcasters, when they first went through the bot, said, I want to learn more about discoverability. So our intent is to also use the bot as a teaching tool for the broadcasters and use it as that find a show function for the people who are just visiting the page. So to keep track of all of these things, my friends, because I'm not good at keeping it in my head, is we made something called a Trello board. If you're not too familiar with Trello boards, it's basically a really, really visual list of the things that we want to do in the future. So we do have that link. It is a public board as well. If you want to get on there and see what we're going to be doing in the future. And then, if you see something that you really like, or if you don't see a suggestion you think that we should really have, you can message one of us, and we can kind of talk about what we want to do in the future, and it might end up on the board. So if you want to keep track of what we're doing, Steven has the link, possibly, or we'll put it in the comments a little bit later on, but you can kind of get a look at what our future direction is and where we're going to go with this thing. Because it's not just it's about getting new eyeballs on your show, first and foremost, but secondarily, it's also about becoming a better broadcaster. Being able to look at what other people are doing, to be able to share with you some best practices through the bot. This is what we're going for, because honestly, the better we all become, the more attractive the live video hub is. And then the rising tide, lifts all boats type of thing. So that is what our Trello board is about. We just wanted to tell you that we have it, we've made it public, and we add to it regularly. So hit on it if you'd like to see it. And we'll be chatting about that in the future, I think.
And Barb's saying she needs a Trello board too. I mean, it does make a difference, because no matter how good you are, as you get my age, well, no, without getting my age, your memory. Thank you, RJ. I was hoping for raised eyebrows. Now, the link to the Trello, is it the one you go to me? Is it the same for everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure. If you go up on the board and you click on public, I think that it might give you the link there. I'm actually not sure. We might have to figure that one out. I was looking at it this morning, and I thought that it might be the same link, but I could be wrong.
We'll double check that, and we'll post that later. And we'll say hello to Carla. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so that's the Trello board, and we're using that because we want to be organized, and we also want to be public. It's great when you can work as a team. Now, we're a team of two, but we have lots of friends, and they pitch in when we ask, and we help them when they ask us. And that's the way we like to roll. And if you need any help anytime, just shout. And if you think you can help us, then please volunteer, because that's what makes everything work smoothly.
Well, let me ask, and that topic, what do you guys need? What support? What kind of support do you need?
For us, I think that the work is getting underway. Okay. I'm able to add people reasonably quickly. Some people have waited a little while, but that happens sometimes. But really, I think that the thing that the live video had, and see if you agree, Steven, the thing that we need the most right now are people getting on there, watching shows, talking to us about what their experience is like and what their suggestions are. How can we make this the best cross-posting mecca for BLive TV broadcasters that there ever has been ever. How can we make this a great place? Stephen and I were talking about this yesterday, in fact. Somebody had brought up to me, Jason Franco, if you're listening out there, he had brought up to me that depending on what time you decide, and this is all second level stuff, Cliff, so don't get overwhelmed with this stuff. This is some second tier stuff. But when you do cross post, your post doesn't necessarily show up at the time you go on. It's based on when you cross post. So if I am doing all my stuff early and I cross post my video for tomorrow 2 days ago, then when I finally go live, it's going to be way down in that post list. So Stephen and I asked him if we could just view the page as viewers and go through it and look at, okay, if somebody popped onto this page, would they know the value of this? Would they know what they're looking at? And would they know what to do if they wanted to find a show? Yeah. So we wanted to answer those 3 questions. And sometimes, I'm not complaining, Zucky. Don't shut me down, dude. But sometimes Facebook, the structure is a little bit difficult to work with. For me, I want to lead everybody right to my videos page because I got a lot to watch for you. I do. That is what people tend to stick to. That's what people tend to really want to watch and be a part of. Other people may want to lead them other places, but for us, we want to be able to serve the broadcasters and get them on and in there quickly and start giving them tidbits of information that'll help them become better broadcasters. And we want audience members to be able to get on there and go, oh, this is like, it's a whole lot of program. Maybe I could find somebody I want to watch in here. And once we are able to make the Facebook page awesome in those 3 ways, then we'll be really ready to ask BLive to start throwing some advertising our way.
Yeah. In the meantime, practical steps. 2, Cliff, if you put your show on there, that helps. If you watch other people's shows on the live video hub, that helps. If you see a show you like and you follow it or share it, that helps too. So it's just going about your normal day-to-day routine. And if you'd like something, just say so. I mean, in getting a show a wider audience on Facebook, it's all about reach. And Facebook's in control and they decide how many people can see your show. Yeah. Now that's the Facebook reach, and you cannot be seen by more than that. But what you can do is increase that reach. You can increase the reach from 100 to 200 to 1,000, and the greater the reach, the more people will see your show in their timeline. One way to do that is if you see a show that you enjoy, like people are doing today, is to actually comment. And we know that every time somebody comments on the show, Facebook says, somebody's commented, we'll show it to more people. And that's how you increase your Facebook reach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can help other people by commenting on their shows. All right, the bot's off.
The what?
Jason's saying the bot's not working. I'm going to copy it to clipboard, and I'll put the link in. I'll put the direct link in, Jason. Okay. I'll double check that afterwards. It's quite possible.
I can't do anything about it right now, but in 12 minutes.
Yeah, indeed. Right. Okay. Just to backtrack a bit, Angel's saying, loving everything that we're talking about, and thanks. Sorry for my wordy comments, Steve. No need to apologize. I enjoy reading your comments, and they're always germane to what we're talking about and always add to the conversation. So just keep on making them. And we welcome Jason. So say hello to Jason. Jason meet Cliff. Cliff meet Jason.
Hey, Cliff.
It's all yours, Jason. All yours, Jason.
No, I just wanted to say what RJ was talking about when I brought up the timing of when you cross post. At what time do you activate that? So I did a little test. I actually haven't even seen it. I did it 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. I created the post yesterday, but did not activate the cross post until 10 a.m. this morning to see if it would help the position of where the feed is for Video Live Video Hub. So hopefully that worked.
Yeah, well, and too, Jason, we're Stephen and I met yesterday, and we're looking at some different systems like 22 Social that will allow you to sort of reconfigure your page a little bit. And because we really, the way that the posting is working, I think that there are some folks that will, that are pretty techie like you, who will kind of figure that out and act accordingly. But I think that that's an awful lot to ask of somebody. And I really, I want to experiment with some things to see if we can't put the videos much more front and center, and the find a show function a lot more front and center, if that makes sense.
Well, see, that's why, RJ, you are who you are, and that's a service-oriented person. That's really cool that you're considering that, to where people don't have to be too techie and don't have to really think about it. I think that's good. I think it's really good. I've never messed with 22 Social. To me, that is very techie, and if I'm considered techie, that kind of tells you that where I am with that. But no, that's really cool. But on the flip side, learn what you need to learn of what tools work for you, and it's not bad practice to learn that, to analyze that, to work it.
Also, Cliff, if you ever need somebody to make you look really nice on live stream, this guy with the blue background, I don't even know what direction I'm pointing in on the screen, but see Jason.
Point that way.
Point that way? Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Appreciate that. So, but yeah, no,
So
I just wanted
Jason,
to jump in and say that.
Do you use a bot, Jason?
Yes, I in collaborating with RJ. RJ has some awesome services, and she's helping me out with that.
Okay, cool.
All right. Now, this is interesting, RJ, and well, everybody actually. Erin's saying she's got a lot of clients that use 22 Social. It might work for this situation. I personally have not thought I needed it. Well, the situation was brought to light by Jason, which often happens, in that when you visit a live video hub page, if you press the video button, you can see the playlists, and there's always one which says this week's shows, and you can go to that playlist and you can sort of browse through it. You've also got the discoverability engine, but the way that Facebook's laid it out, we have to keep pushing it. What we're looking for is a solution where we can just, and Facebook, if you're listening, just one wish. If we can send people to a direct link so that they can watch video, that's it. That's all we need. A direct link. Yeah.
Direct link for playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just put these playlists out too. This was just very, very, like 3 weeks ago, maybe. They put these, so that you could arrange your video into playlists. And what they're trying to do is compete with YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Too. They just, which these big guys, this is what they do all the time, is plot against each other. It's hilarious. Anyway, so I believe soon we'll have those playlists, and then we'll be able to do some crazy stuff, you guys. It's going to be awesome.
Totally. I mean, I love the way that Facebook innovate. And just a note on that, on the cross posting, not to complicate things, to sort of explain further. We know that the best time to cross post is before you go live, okay? Because then when you go live on your business page, you go live on the hub. And if you've got arrangements with other people, you go live on their pages too. Facebook recently quietly introduced the ability to go to a recorded show and to cross-post that too. In other words, they've sort of filtered that in so that you can go to an edited post and you can a recorded post, and you can cross-post that too. That surfaced when Ross mentioned it today. But it's like everything. I saw it a few days ago, and I thought, I've got to tell everybody about that. And then something else happened. Squirrel! And I just didn't get back to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, and then Brigetti, if you saw her post last night, now you can take a recorded video, talking to you, Jason Franco. You can take a recorded video and play it in preview. It's called preview. I don't know why, but you can play it as if it's a live video.
Yeah.
So okay, kind of like watch.
Kind of like that, yeah.
It's a public watch.
Yeah.
That's a good description of it. But the thing is that if you do a pre-recorded video and you're watching along with everybody else, then you can genuinely, without distracting anybody, have a discussion in the comments whilst the show is running.
Yeah, that works great for me because actually I'm trying to get in the habit of going live 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, and I just got a confirmation on a job this coming Wednesday, so I won't be able to be there. And I'm thinking, well, that stinks. But this right here gives an opportunity for me to do that.
Yeah,
right.
It's cool.
Mama's
I don't have it
awesome
yet.
Sauce.
I don't have it yet. It's being rolled out, kids. So if you don't have it yet, be patient. But it's right there for you. I saw Brigetti's example, so I'll be looking for it daily now.
So that's
go ahead.
So let me understand. Are you saying that I could record a show and put it out later, and the viewers will never know that it's not live, that I'm not there right there and then? Like evergreen?
They might know if they ask you a question and you don't stop to address it, but you address it in the comments instead. They'll probably know. What's happening is that, and why I'm so excited about this is because I make a lot of little videos. And I want them to get the same exposure that my live videos do. Facebook prioritizes live video. It just does. But this ability to take recorded video and promote it as if it's alive will get your recorded video a little bit more exposure as well. So that's why I'm excited about it. If you choose to do that, if you choose to record an entire show and then put it, do it as a preview, put it in the post that it's a recorded show and that you'll be around to answer stuff in the comments.
Yeah. Just
tell them. They'll understand.
But it does give extra life to every show that we do. You can decide, okay, this left field thinking. You could say, right, okay, we're going to take not going to do it, but I'm just argument's sake, we're going to take the last 4 episodes of our show and we're going to play them on a Saturday afternoon. So if you've nothing else to do, you can watch back-to-back shows with RJ and Steven for 4 hours and get caught up on our series. Sorry, right. Okay, I'm getting carried away there. My apologies. Right, we're coming towards the end of the show. Cliff, where can people find you? And then I'll hand over to RJ.
Well, they can go to clifftownsend.com or Speak and Master Academy, speakandmasteracademy.com. Also on Facebook, Speak and Master Academy.
Brilliant. Okay, and if you, after the show, if you want to drop a link in the comments, please do. And it's over to RJ, because our tradition is that we share the workload and I start the show, and RJ, over to you.
Well, so there was one thing that we did not mention.
Okay.
Well, 2 things I want to go over. Okay. And then I'll close out, I promise. And I'll go real fast so that we can end up on the hour.
No, you're all right, Karen. It's German lesson tonight. I'm not in a rush.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't done my homework for the German lesson. What am I going to do?
You are going to follow the pattern that you always follow every single week, because you always tell me you haven't done your homework, Steven. Anyway, so one thing I just want to put out there again, the August, the first week in August, that 5 days of live education that's going on, it is going to be insane. It is going to be packed with information. You're going to want to slow the video down to 0.5 to get everything that we're going to be saying about discoverability, planning your videos, confidence on camera, repurposing your videos after the live show is done. It's going to be insane. Please do join us. We're going to be doing some advertising around this real soon. And I also want to say that we have been starting to look at a little avatar, little personality for our bot.
Yep.
Yeah, so look forward to me jazzing up that bot a little bit. Right now it's a little textual, my friends, and that's a little boring to look at. So we're going to jazz it up here real soon. And yeah, that's what's going on, my friends. We didn't really have time to go into how I'm looking at setting up the reminders. The reminders are not quite set up yet in the bot, but they will be. So we'll go over that next week. We'll kind of look at the reminders and how those are being set up. If you have info to get to me about your show, do get it to me. Just ping up the live video hub, send a message, and we'll be there to answer it for you. Thank you for watching today. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Jason, for being on. That's it. We love our fans, and we're gonna create some more eyeballs on our shows together.
Excellent. And you can find Jason and me on live video and
contentmakers.net.
Yes, there you are. Good. All right, from Wiltshire in England and from the USA, from various parts of the USA, we say goodbye for this week and take care, and we'll see you again soon.